So just as I said, right, we did say for the key of C, okay, the scale was C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and C, okay. And we said in the key of C, okay, C is the first degree, D is the second degree of key C, E is the third degree of key C, F is the fourth degree, G is the fifth degree, A is the sixth degree, B is the seventh degree, and then we are back to C. So that is how the number system works as well. And we said that to find the normal triad or the chord, a chord is two or three or more notes played together, okay, on a keyboard. So the 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 chord for every key, okay, what we've done is a 1 3 and 5. That's the normal triad chord, okay, the triad for every key. So in key C is the C, E, and G, okay. And the way it flows on the key of C, playing the scale, okay, it flows as in a major, a minor, that's the D minor, okay, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, and then the B, then diminish, sometimes called the B half diminish, and then back to C. Okay, so 1 2, which is always the 2, not all the time, but the 2, whenever you hear 2, would normally be the 2 minor. E, that's the 3 minor, which is the key of the E triad. F major triad, G major, A minor triad, B diminished, and then back to C. Okay, so we play it together with the bass. Okay, and then 2 3 4 5 6, okay, 7, then back to 1. Okay, and then we also did say that when finding the scale, it was tone tone semitone, tone 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 semitone. So tone tone, this is a tone from key C to key D, D to E is a tone, E to F is a semitone because there's no other note between it, F to G is a tone, G to A is a tone, A to B is a tone, B to C is a semitone. Same way, C to C sharp or D flat is a semitone, okay? D flat to E flat is a tone because there's this white key between it. D to E flat is a semitone. Okay, F to F sharp is a semitone. F sharp to A flat is a tone. Okay, G to A flat is a semitone. A flat to A is a semitone. A to B flat is a semitone. A flat to B flat is a tone. B flat to C is a tone. B flat to B is a semitone. Okay, so it's that simple. Emmanuel, do you understand?
Yeah.
Good. So that is how it works. So when you find it, and we've also learned that when you play the scale, okay, we did learn inversions. Pardon me. So inversions, what we said was every key has 2 inversions. It has its root position, and then first inversion and second inversion. So if we take key C, this is the root position for key C. To get the first inversion, you just move the C, the lower note, to a higher octave. Okay, so this is the first inversion because this is key C, but this is the higher octave of this. So we move this to the top here, and we get our first inversion. It's the same key C. If we move the E, this lower octave, to this higher octave here, we get the second inversion of key C. So it's the root position, first inversion, and second inversion. Then we come back to the root position in a higher octave. So it's the same for every key. So we pick D minor. This is the root position, first inversion. We move the D to the top D, which is this. Okay, that's the first inversion. Second inversion, we move the F to the F up here, and then we get the second inversion of the D minor. And then when we move the A to this A here, we are back to the root position in the higher octave. Same for E. E minor, triad, first inversion, move the E to the top, this one, and we have our first inversion. Second inversion, we move the G to the top here, and we have our second inversion. Okay, if we move the B to the top B, we have the root position again in a high octave, and so on and so forth. Okay. All right, so that is more like a summary. So what we've been doing over the when we started the class was using these chords and these inversions to play songs. Okay, and using the melody of the song to find the chord structure, and then we play it. And then we started with Let It Start to Me, isn't it, Emmanuel? No, we started with well, I'm stuck. We started with Your Goodness Is Running After Me. That's it. So we play Your Goodness Is Running After. That's the 4. It's running after. It's the 5 me. And then we're back on the 1, the first version of the 1. So we play the 1 over the 3. Your goodness is running after. It's running after me. Right? Back to the 1. Then 5, I give you. And then we play this chord. Okay. Everything. This is A flat diminish. Everything. But we'll cover that soon. Then 1 over 3 again. Your goodness is running after. Is running after me. Okay. So for today we are going to learn what is canon, and the canon pattern moves. It's not really canon, but it's also it has a bit of canon in there, and it's in this song, Jesus Lamb of God. Emmanuel, do you know that song, Jesus Lamb of God?
Yes.
Good. So we will use that to learn that movement. So it is how it goes. It goes 1 5 6 3 4 5 1. Okay, that's the bass movement. So we are just going to assign chords to these bass lines. Okay, so 1 5 6 3 4 5 1. Okay, so once we know the bass line, all we have to do is assign the triad on our right hand to get the chord structures that we are looking for. So this is how it starts. Jesus, Lamb of God, worthy is your name. And it repeats again. Jesus, Lamb of God, worthy Okay, so this is, you know, the most simplest way that I can play for you. Very, very easy. The same chords. You realize I use this, the A minor. This is the second inversion, isn't it? So so let's go through that now. So I play the one. Remember this one? Emmanuel, do you want to sit upright, please? Good. So you play the one. Okay, and then the 5, and then the 6, and then the 3, and then the 4, and then the 5, then the 1, then back to 5. And then repeat the same thing again. Then 6, then 3, 4, 5, 1. Okay.